Wednesday, 49ers update here from Levi's Stadium. The 49ers are outside in the heat, practicing close to triple digits here in Santa Clara. Many players missing today's session, although the biggest news is Fred Warner, who was working off on the side. Beforehand in the locker room, he said that it is obviously his plan to play on Sunday against the Arizona Cardinals. And it'd be good if Fred Warner could play, because I think the 49ers need somebody to spy Kyler Murray. Kyler's been playing from the pocket over the past 2 years at a much higher rate than before. Kyle Shanahan even complimented him today for playing within the structure of Arizona's offense. But we all know that Kyler Murray can get out of that pocket and run, especially if a defense is not ready for it. And Fred Warner, with the speed that he brings to the table, saw it last week on the pick six. He'd be a good antidote for Kyler Murray in this game on Sunday. So Warner was working off on the side. So was his fellow linebacker, D. Winters. And then a little bit later, Ricky Pearsall joined those two linebackers working off on the side. Pearsall is, quote, really close, end quote, according to Coach Kyle Shanahan, to having his practice window opened. However, the 49ers have not yet opened it, so might have to wait until next week for that with Ricky Pearsall. They did open the practice window for Kalia Davis, the defensive tackle who is returning from a knee injury. Kalia was back out there for the 49ers today, and he's got a chance to be activated for the game on Sunday at that defensive tackle position, where the 49ers have been thinned out after the Javon Hargrave injury. They have one extra spot that's still open right now on the 53-man roster, so it'd work out perfectly if they were able to activate Kalia Davis in time for the game. Two practice squad spots entering the day for the 49ers have been taken. I reported earlier, Tariq Owens, the son of Terrell Owens, back on the team on the practice squad, and Jonathan Garvin, defensive end who was with the 49ers over the course of training camp, is now back with the team. He was also out on the practice field for San Francisco. They have released Shaquille Brown from the practice squad. He was a defensive tackle. Other players who missed practice today on top of Warner and D. Winters: George Kittle with a rib injury, Chris Conley with an oblique injury, Jacob Cowing, the rookie receiver, with a shoulder injury, Yetur Gross-Matos with a knee injury for San Francisco. Winters out with the ankle injury. Good news for the 49ers is who did practice. Jordan Elliott, the defensive tackle, limited with his knee injury. So he's dodged a couple bullets here in the course of a week. Remember, he rolled his ankle last week, and it looked like a foot/ankle injury that might keep him out for a while because he got carted off the field at practice last Thursday. But Elliott was back on Friday, and he participated in the game on Sunday. But he exited with his knee injury. Turns out that he's back out at practice in a limited fashion. That's good news for the 49ers. Talanoa Hufanga back out at practice after rolling his ankle last week. Kevin Givens limited in practice with a triceps injury, and Demetrius Flanagan-Foles also limited today with a calf injury. So that's how it goes with the 49ers. Everything that I just listed is a day-to-day situation. So they're actually doing fairly well on the larger picture here on the injury front. I also ran into Christian McCaffrey today in the locker room, talked with him for a little bit. He was in good spirits. He didn't talk to the rest of the media, and nothing that we discussed today was on the record, but I will tell you that I did run into Christian and did get to see him in the locker room for the first time in a while at the 49ers facility, for the first time probably since before the Week 1 game against the New York Jets. And then obviously after that, the 49ers put Christian on injured reserve. Hot weather is expected to persist throughout the course of this week. It might not be quite as hot as it is today on Sunday, but it's going to be sweltering. I'm in that Eastern club here at Levi's Stadium. So those are the seats right above me that are exposed to the sun. Those are probably going to be exposed to the sun on Sunday. They don't play too many early season afternoon games at Levi's. They try to push those back into later October, but this one happened to be in earlier October, and sometimes you're going to get that really warm weather in the Bay Area at this time of the year. And this year is not an exception to that for the 49ers. Quick overview of the Arizona Cardinals. These guys bring the number 10 offense by expected points added per play. I mentioned Kyler Murray playing much more within the structure of things, but the defense for the Cardinals has been ranked down to number 29 or number 30. Both the run and the pass defense have not been good for Arizona. There's a reason why Brock Purdy had field days both times that he played Arizona last year. Here at Levi's, it was around this time last year, Purdy went 20 of 21, set a franchise record for completion percentage in a single game. And then the 49ers, I think, dropped 45 points when they played Arizona in Glendale. But the other side of the ball, where Arizona is playing that number 10 offensive level, that's a little bit more of a concern for the 49ers, especially with Fred Warner not practicing today, especially with the defense still needing to assert itself this year. I know they played a good game against the Patriots, but playing this game against the Arizona Cardinals is going to be a whole new challenge for San Francisco because A, Kyler can run. B, James Conner, a really challenging player who's given the 49ers some trouble in the past. C, they haven't seen Marvin Harrison Jr., the rookie receiver out of Ohio State yet. They're going to see him for the first time. So it's all going to be a fascinating trial run for San Francisco against the new-look Arizona offense. They had some success against Arizona last year, but I will say that Kyler Murray, especially that second game where the 49ers played Kyler, the first game, that was Josh Dobbs, actually was the starting quarterback for Arizona. But both of those games, the Cardinals were able to move the ball a little bit, and San Francisco is going to have to buckle up and get ready to play some defense against Arizona this week. So there's the injury report. Here's a look at practice out in the heat for the 49ers. This has been your Wednesday look into everything that's gone on here at Levi's Stadium. We'll talk to you very soon.